Hello, people who are not me, and welcome back to Let's Play Secret of Mana. I am Sire Goku. I'm here in Kakara because off camera I did some grinding, as I said I would do, because it was really needed. I managed to get Eric all of his weapons up to max level, except for the sword, because I haven't updated that yet since I only just recently got the orb. I didn't have time to actually power it up, so I'm gonna go do that right now. Because thankfully Watts is right here. I'm about to pass out from this heat. But yeah, it took me a little while, but the Excalibur now becomes the Masamune. Hooray! And so, I know, Mark, I know you were leveling it up. But, I need it. So take my Cobra Shuttle, because you kinda need something to use. Yeah, you need to level that up anyway. I mean, he needs to level up a bunch of things, but he needs to level up the bow, and Lena, what do you need to level grind? You also need to level up the bow, but you also need to level up your javelin, so I'll give you the javelin. I've been neglecting a few of these weapons. But anyway, we finally met Sage Jock at the end of the last part. Sorry, I was taking a little bit of time out to power stuff up here. But yeah, we finally got to see Sage Jock after about 5 times going up and down that mountain. And now we're supposed to go to the Coral Reef to prevent the Mana Fortress from resurrecting itself. Because apparently that's what the Empire is trying to do. And right over here is the Coral Reef. It's literally just southwest of Kakara, which is why I saved there at the end of the last video. But yeah, we land here. But first thing you're going to want to do before entering the palace here is come to the top, is search around back. Because if I remember correctly... Oh wait, maybe that's not till later. But I'm pretty sure Neko is here somewhere. Yeah, I think that's not until later, but this is the Coral Reef, and this is supposedly the Mana Fortress. So we have to get here. Oh, also, did we get any spells? No. No new spells yet. Oh, as for spells, I've grinded most of my spells up to level 5. I'm not gonna level grind them all the way. Well, most of them to level 5. Lena still has to get hers up to level 5, but that'll happen later. But we come here and, oh god, it's the Emperor. So glad to see you. You're going to like this. The ancient continent will surface once I've broken all the palace seals. Once I break this last seal, the Mana Fortress will rise. Too bad you won't be around. Who wants the job? I owe them one since the Republic. Leave it to me. Oh, shit. You? You're the Dark Stalker? Behold, have a taste of my true power. So that dinky little weak-ass guy is actually Sheik's. Ha! The underworld gives us its strength, I'll squash you. The contract we signed with the underworld gives us control of this world. To keep humans under my control, we're reviving the Mana Fortress. Now your time is over. Yay! Lots of explanations of stuff. So yeah, this is Sheik's. I'm not sure if he has a weakness or not. In fact, let me check that. It's actually Agagropolon, but eh. Oh, you can't... Good thing you used that, because he actually has a wall, so you can't actually cast any spells on him. Except for maybe Dispel, but he's casting magic on us. He's actually going to use all the magic spells of the last elemental that we're going to get. Which is going to be rather annoying when he keeps casting him. It doesn't even do that much damage, it's just frustrating to keep having to, you know, deal with it. Who's got Dispel? I know somebody has Dispel. Ah, there we go, Dispel Magic. I finally have an excuse to use this! So Dispel Magic allows you to get rid of stuff like shields, and now I can use magic on this guy! Hooray! But he's gonna cast Wall right away, so... So I'm gonna deal with that quickly by, you know, sapping away all his magic so he can't do that anymore. And now that he's almost half dead, he's just gonna be a floating head of sorts and tries to smash you up. Which he's doing a dang good job of doing right now, I must say. But he's not doing much damage to Lena. Thankfully, she's got a lot of magic defense. But now he doesn't have any magic anymore, so he can't do that. Yeah, now that he has no magic, all he can do is jump, and this battle's pretty much over. If you really want to break the game, what... Oh, now my phone's ringing. If you really want to break the game, you can cast Moon Energy. What this does... is depending on the level it's at, it'll give you automatic criticals for X amount of turns. Since this is level 4, this means my next 4 attacks are going to automatically be critical hits. Oh, he killed Mark. What an asshole. So yeah, I can actually die. So yeah, despite what I've said, some bosses can still be hard to deal with. But anyway, yeah, Moon Energy, use that if you really want to cheese bosses. Even more so than just using magic in general. Just using Moon Energy just destroys bosses real quickly. Way to go! We finally killed one of the main generals, and we got a Spears Orb. I can't believe this! Ugh! The stage is above us, let's go! The stage is just above us, let's go. Yes. You can leave. Oh, she's charging. That's why it's being so slow. That's one reason why I don't really like having characters charge up their attacks. Because if they charge up their attacks, they're going to be running slowly and all that. The seal's melting. We're not going to make it. No good. It's too late. Oh, snap. Get out of here, now! I am Dryad, the tree spirit. The seals on the world's seeds have been broken. The continent that sleeps beneath this palace will soon rise. Leave now! What about you? I wasn't able to save this palace. I'll go down with it. Idiot! What'll that serve? Come, help us save Mana! Yes, seriously. Thanatos sealed my mana. Thanatos sealed my mana magic. I won't be of much help. Oh, so it's all Thanatos' fault. Should have seen that coming. Don't worry, let's go. Hurry! Well, okay. I'll do what I can. And you gain Dryad's powers. So it's not the Emperor. It wasn't the Emperor that was doing this. It was Thanatos all along. Oh no, it's rising. Call Flammy. Yeah, and this is one of the earliest instances of a cutscene in a Super Nintendo game that I can think of. And now we have this music, which is probably my favorite overworld theme in the entire game. It's called Dark Star. But you can land right here, and yeah, suddenly there's monsters everywhere here. They're not very strong, though, so... And Gemma's here. Eric, the sunken continent has surfaced. The fortress is there. I brought troops here to keep the Empire from taking the Mana Fortress. There's an ancient city under this grand palace. We must get into it. Emperor Vandal's working for the underworld. This place is full of monsters. Though your sword isn't fully powered, you need it to stop the Emperor. We'll fight off the Imperial troops here. You catch up with those soldiers. Yeah, there are monsters here, and this is actually a very good grinding spot once again. Because you can just call Flammy. And now it's a lot easier to distinguish where this point is on the map now that the continent's risen up a little bit. But I recommend level grinding your weapons a tiny bit. While it does say that your mana while it does say that the mana sword is sealed, now that, because let me show you something here. Well, now we have Dryad. But, you see here, it says mana power is at 0. While it does say mana power is at 0, it's purely for story purposes. You can still gain levels with your spells. You can actually get all your spells up to level 8 if you really wanted to grind that high up now. I mean, it would be a real dick move of them to have you, like, have absolutely no magic for the last half of this game. So don't let that scare you into thinking you can't use your magic, because you still can. But now that we have Dryad's powers, I should show it off. We have Burst. Actually, both the sprite and the girl can use it. You finally have Revivifier. This meaning now you don't need to buy. I would say this means you don't have to buy Cup of Wishes anymore. But on the off chance that the girl dies in battle, you still want to have Cup of Wishes just to be safe. And she also has Wall. So now we can cast Wall on ourselves and and reflect magic. It's awesome. But yeah, now we can grind all of our spells to max level, which is going to take forever, especially for Dryad, since we just got him. I assume Dryad's a guy. He might be a girl. It might be a girl. It's never really specified. But I'm gonna have to do some off-screen grinding with magic again. Because I do want to level up Dryad a little bit, but we'll do that off camera. I'll do that off camera because fuck it, that's why. You guys don't want to watch me level grind. I love how the soldiers are here, and like Gemma says, like we'll handle the monsters here, and when all they do is just wander around. I mean, all these guys are using Dryad's magic, so you can actually see what Dryad has without actually using him, or her, or it. Like, these guys can be a little bit tough. I mean, these are near end game enemies, so don't take them too lightly. But if you've been level grinding at least Undine, then healing shouldn't be an issue, and you'll be perfectly fine. Although, like I said, I'm pretty sure now you can find Neko. You just have to wander around a little bit. I mean, the next area you're supposed to go to is actually right over this way. Yeah, this is where you're supposed to go next, so it's not really too hard to figure out. But I'm gonna go see if I can't find Neko, so give me a little bit, and I'm probably gonna. And after, whether I find him or not, I'm probably gonna call it a part because it's been about 18 or so minutes. But I'm pretty sure you can find Neko here, so give me a couple seconds. Be right back. Okay, I think I'm actually thinking of a. Okay, I'm back. I think I'm actually thinking of a different part. It's a little bit later on. So I'll cut that out, and we'll go a few more minutes in here, since I'm probably going to cut about 2 or so minutes out of here. You're going to need the axe for this point. Because you have to break these crystals, which you can't break through unless you're using the axe. And if you want this chest, you're actually going to have to dash across here, and I'm pretty sure this is an orb. Yes, it's a boomerang's orb. So more stuff to level up. And in here, yeah, you're definitely going to need the axe. Now, if you hit this switch, it just raises up all these spikes again, so don't hit the switches. Also, don't use any magic on these guys, because they're going to cast wall. Every enemy in this area is going to be using Dryad's magic. So just be careful about that, and I'm going to actually use Remedy. Oh, that's why Remedy's that's why Remedy's pretty much useless. Because by the time you get it off, most likely the status ailment's already on. Make sure you pick up the chests here too, because now that you're... Usually when you're this far into the game, these enemies are going to start dropping really good items. I mean, I only got chocolate there, but that's still better than nothing. And if you notice, yeah, a lot of of these weapons are still really super low level for everybody else. I realize I haven't been using a lot of the other weapons lately. And now that I have everything, I can easily spread out my level grinding with things. Yeah, that kimono wizard, oh geez. Just like every bird type enemy, this guy's gonna be dropping more enemies, so if you want, you can grind off of this guy. You really shouldn't need to, though. Ooh, another chest. Hopefully it's something good. Medical herb. Worth it. Yeah, this kimono wizard's gonna keep dropping metal crawlers, so you can very easily grind off of these. And most of these enemies aren't very difficult, honestly. It's just that since I haven't been using a lot of my weapons, they're kind of low level right now. That was completely my fault. But there we go. Yeah, I think now is a good time to stop. I mean, I don't know exactly how much I cut out, but I don't want this part to get too long. So I guess next time on Secret of Mana, we'll continue on ahead through the Sunken Palace, and I'll see you guys next time.